Why don't you just want to get away somewhere and sit down and write your books? Why don't you want to do that?
Because I'm better than that.
But you don't have to be better than that.
Oh, I do.
So you don't agree then? I mean, when people say, oh, it's okay for him, he's escaped.
What have I escaped? Where, anyway, would I go to escape? To your country? Where would a fleeing black man go if he wanted to escape? There may not be, as much humanity in the world as we'd like to see, but there is some. There's more than one would think.
What's up, y'all? I'm going to Daegu. For what? For a friend's DJ set. Yes, y'all. I'm traveling 2 hours into the weekend to catch a DJ set. I hope you can hear me. Let's go. I'm about 20 minutes early for my train, and I'm gonna board soon because I need a pee, and I'm gonna piss on that train. So let's go. Hi, hello, made it to Daegu. I do a hotel room tour, except it's kind of gaudy. I am not in love with the decor. It's something. I should have taken y'all along to the convenience store, which is literally right next to the hotel, which was nice. Just want to show for spooky season. We got the Peanuts bag. I love this thing to death. It's so adorable. Quick call, y'all. It's late. Not that late, but 11:30. Okay, kind of late. I'm starving, so I got instant ramen, kimbap to pair it with. This is like jumbo size. I'm that hungry. Toothpaste and toothbrush because the hotel didn't really come with amenities. But yeah, it was oops. Check-in was alright. They confused me for somebody else and they said I didn't pay for my room, and I was just like, yes I did. Like I have my receipt and everything, and they were scrambling and they're like, oh, this isn't you. And they like took my ID and everything. It's just like, what's the point of checking ID? Do you hear that? In a bit I'll show you. I guess it's the one thing I'll show you, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I'm literally just gonna shower, eat this, and then KO. And then deal with tomorrow. No, we got some fun stuff tomorrow. The huge, There's this gallery that I want to check out, a couple of cafes, and then, yeah, my friend's DJ set at night, and then that's it. I literally do the same thing every single day, y'all. Well, okay, I don't go out every single night. No. But yeah, I literally do the same thing. I'll give you book updates tomorrow morning. I'm a little too tired, but we'll say... No, I'll see y'all in the AM. Good night, whenever you're watching this. I hope you got sleep. Okay, let me show y'all. These are so cool, but it's essentially a fridge for your clothes. So there's like different options here. I usually use just like the 20-minute like styling. That's just what it's called. But for like 20 minutes, it does like a quick dry cleaning service. It's really cool. And then it also has like a ironing system here where you can like iron the clothes or like hang any intimates. But yeah, I just brought these two jackets with me. They are fresh. Look fresh, smell fresh. Totally tell with the black. Yeah.
In any case, if you break faith with what you know, that's a betrayal of many, 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 many people.
Hey, hi, hello. Do you see how gaudy this room is? Kind of. Like, look at the pebble-stoned wall. Why we got pebbles on the wall? Someone tell me, please. Also, I just spent, like, a good 10 minutes just, like, walking around like this in the hallways because apparently there's an ice machine on the 5th floor. There's no ice machine on the 5th floor. And I was just wandering around the floors. It said it was in the stairwell. I was in the stairwell. Was there an ice machine? No, no ice machine. Anyway, this will be my first and only. Oh, there. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm using my fingers. It looks like there's a piece of doo-doo in my coffee, but it's not. It's just like part of the diet coffee that I drink to stay sexy. Okay, well, first and only that I'll make at my residency here, because today we're gonna go to a bunch of cafes. Daegu, about 2 hours south of Seoul. I was here like a long time ago. I can't remember if it was like 2015, 2016, but I was here on vacation. I don't know why. There was this like early days Tumblr Japanese Instagrammer and he had posted this cafe and this brunch place in Daegu, and I was just like, I must go. Did I end up going? No, because I had no idea how to get there. But yeah, I was just like in Daegu for like 2 nights. It's chill. It's like this really, it's a big city. It's one of the biggest cities in Korea, but it just has this like old-timey feel to it. There's a couple of like cool vintage stores that I'll probably check out. Maybe I was looking through my old list and stuff, and I realized like how many places don't exist anymore. The turnover rate of spaces and for cafes or stores and stuff is so fast that things just don't exist sometimes. Oh, when I was with Cherin, we were trying to go to this cafe in Songsu, and guess what? It already shut down. It was such a beautiful space, and it already shut down. It made me so sad. I'd only been there like once or twice. I was just like, I think about that place quite often because it's a secret spot for me. Where was I going with this? Daegu. And yeah, this is my second time, and perhaps I think last time in Daegu, because it's a bit far out. It's expensive to get here. Like a train ride's like 50,000 won, but that's like the KTX. It's like pretty high speed. It's fast. I think I've become one of those people. I'm one of those New Yorkers that never leaves New York. There's no reason to. Same thing with Seoul. Everything is in Seoul. You don't need to leave Seoul. So that's why I'm going to a bunch of cafes today. Things that I've like saved from a long time ago that I didn't get a chance to go to when I was first here. Well, I'll take y'all along to some cute cafes. The thing is, very old school. All the cafes here open at like 11 or 12. Oh, also, y'all, yes, I got 2 screens. This hotel room has 2 like gaming PCs. I'm playing 2 different vlogs at the same time. Cause did this one get enough love? Anyway, I think these gotten enough love, but they could always use some more love. AdSense money. I gotta get my AdSense money in. Catch me. Y'all, if y'all are ever with me, and I think if anyone knows this, but if we ever pass by an Apple store, I will literally go in, type in my name, and play a video. Just to get that AdSense money. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a working girl, okay? Working class. Every penny counts. $1 makes me holla. Literally. I'll take anything. Couple cents, give it to me. Give it to me. This morning, well, I did do a bit of writing, and I'll do some more writing, and then I did do some writing last night on these computers, actually, because the keyboard's really nice. I just finished Ann Tyler's latest book, which comes out February. I misread like a NetGalley email. It was like, for 1 week only, read Ann Tyler's new book. Or was it like you were able to like just auto request it for a week only? I don't know. I don't... But I was just like, oop, new book, gotta do it. And Tyler and I, we got some beef. Just kidding, we got no beef. I found out about Ann Tyler through John Waters, because she's a Baltimore woman. But yeah, if anyone didn't know John Waters, Baltimore guy, really cool. The Wire, good Baltimore show. Where are my Baltimore heads at? Y'all out there? Let me know. But yeah, they're friends, apparently, because he has expressed that he's read about, I think, a majority of all of her work. Okay, sorry, hi y'all, where are we at? I had to take a quick poo-poo break, if y'all must know. Where was I? Beef with Ann Tyler. Yeah, so whatever John Waters likes, I like. Pretty much. John Waters repped Ann Tyler. I did some Ann Tyler. I think it was breathing lessons, and then there was another book too. Something or other. I was just like, I read breathing lessons, and I was just like, this is not fun. Just like these two old people bickering in a car. And I was just like, oh, if maybe this was like a short film or something, a 90-minute film, I'd be down. I'd do it. I just could not do this for some reason. And then there was another book I did, something about braids or something. And I tried that first 10, 15 pages. I was just like, no, I can't do it. I don't know what it is. And then I had a similar issue with this recent one. What the heck is it called? What the heck did I just read? Oh, 3 Days in June. It's out by Knopf next year. In February 11th, 2025, y'all. Which is a lot sooner. I don't want to get into that, though. What do I want to say? Beautiful family story about remembering, nostalgia, grudges, the truths that we tell, the lies that we also tell, the white lies that we tell in order to just keep each other afloat, but also the truths, the strong truths, the truths that we don't really ever want to tell, but because we're family, because we have so much love for each other, there are truths that just slide by and must slide by in order to live within the reality that we all exist in and coexist in. It's the coexistence of this beautiful story that I think Anne Tyler is always good at. She's always good at the realness of her characters, the realness in which her characters speak to each other. They feel like real people. And because of that, there's this very strong mundanity to it. And she does it so well. She makes the very boring bits of life feel a lot more richer, but in a flat kind of way. When I'm reading Anne Tyler, I am drinking a flat Sprite. Like the flattest of the flattest, at a gas station in the middle of nowhere, at one of those kooky little stores that sells knickknacks, and they got a soda machine. They got a soda machine, and it's hot out. You want to get some soda. You get the soda, even with the ice. It's flat. That's my beef with Anne Tyler. I feel like Anne Tyler is just an unpolished Anne Patchett. There's no polish. There's no veneer. There's no beauty to it. What I'm saying is, I think with Patchett's work, there's this beautiful singing prose. There's the reality that her characters go through, but there's this gorgeous layer that makes me lift my head from my book and make me think about my own life, versus me examining the reality of real people. That's the difference between Tyler and Patchett. And for all my white woman folks who drink your Sutter Home wines discounted from Target, tell me why you love Anne Tyler so much, and tell me why you might like her more than Anne Patchett, because I feel like they both exist in the same playing field. They're just doing different kinds of, their beauty regimen is just different. So yeah, because after I finished it, I looked on Goodreads and praises, high praises. And if you look at all of the little profile icons, all white woman, just saying, I love y'all. I really do. If you had me watching a Diane Keaton movie, we're drinking wine, I'm there for y'all. I really am. I'll do it. I love a little charcuterie board, okay? Okay, I really do. Little finger sandwiches. But tell me why you love Anne Tyler so much. And if you like her more than Anne Patchett, or if you like Anne Patchett more than Tyler, just let me know. Let me know, because I really want to know the whole love for Anne Tyler. But this one worked for me. 3 Days in June worked for me. It sits at 3.5 stars, but it's a good Anne Tyler because it's done in so few pages. It's 200 so pages, and I zipped through this in 2 days or so. Really good. Just because there's this, I think, stronger directness to it. You really get into the characters and you're there. You feel like you're sitting right next to them, which I love. But it's not aggravating in any kind of way. It just feels like the spin, the spur, whirlwind of, oh, we got it. You're jumping in the car with your family and you're like, oh, we have to go to this. And then everyone's telling all different kinds of stories and talking all at once. It's kind of like that, which I love with Anne Tyler's work. She does that very well. Last night on the train over to Daegu, I did start Human X by Han Kang. Nobel Prize of Literature winner, Han Kang. Korea is going through quite the little dance for her, and it's cute. It's really adorable because it's time she got her comeuppance. The comeuppance, the word I want to use, is comeuppance. Does that have good connotation? Is that good connotation? Anyway, she's getting the praise that she deserves. what is this, 36 pages in. Oof, brutal. I keep like biting my lip and like getting into nervous habits again, just like biting my nails and just like picking at my skin. There's this raw investigative questioning that's occurring about what the body means and if the soul is apparent with the body, all through the perspective of a dead boy, or perspective surrounding a dead boy who was lost to the Gwangju uprising. If anyone didn't know, Korea, Korean politics, in terms of precedents, not very good. You know, a couple of dictators, like actual dictators, is kind of crazy. Really brutal. Soldiers literally shooting these kids to death. It really is the questioning of like, urinara? It is really the questioning of the pride, the stance, the individual. Korea, homogenous society. It really is, but it stems from this beautiful pride. There's different terms. There's like nunchi, there's urinara. They talk about it in this way where it's really casual and passé, but it really is about the unity of the country and the unity of the people. If you look at, like, say, the one that comes to mind really quickly is the IMF crisis. Korea essentially lost all of its money, and all the citizens of Korea collectively gathered, sold their gold in order to give value to the Korean won when it had nothing. So it's things like that where there's this beautiful unity to the country. There's this beautiful collectivism to it as well. When Park Geun-hye, the last female president, was in office, she was impeached, right? And again, there was this beautiful collectivism where people went to Gwanghwamun Square to just sit and protest and collectively gather to impeach this woman, to do it all together, which is insane. With that, I think Han Kang's questioning of the individual, of the body, is really powerful in this because it's earnest. There's this really strong centering around the very details of the body and the body's loss. They're talked about still individualistically, these bodies, but collectively as well. There's always these piles of bodies that's being discussed, and yeah, we get like exposed heads, the flesh of brains, and it's really grotesque. But there's this strong distance to it as well, which I think throughout Han Kang's work, from what I've read, is beautifully done. I feel like with Han Kang's work, and I'll say this again, there's always this veil between the reader and the text when it comes to where it's impenetrable. There's this gauze. You really can't ever touch the text and feel it. There's always something between you and her writing that is there. There's this just like natural distance. I think with that distance, there's this beautiful space, this negative space for questioning that makes you think, brings you into metaphysical spaces that she allows you to be in. It's not fully thinky because there are parts where she grounds you. And with Human X so far, she grounds you with the bodies. She grounds you with the bodies on the ground in piles and all the little bits, the hair, limbs, these very sparse details of so many different body parts. When collectively there is death. And I just watched Disco King's video on some of the Han Kang that he has read. I think he does a better job at talking about the book, also because he's finished with it. I'm just a mere few pages, but I think some perspectives will shift, and I'm excited to see how she does that, because I think with Han Kang, she doesn't really have this like strong singularity to who her characters are, and that's fine because there's a lot more to the text that's occurring that I don't mind that we don't have strong characters. But yeah, excited to get through it and excited to be in Korea during this sort of beautiful celebration for Han Kang's work. I think she is a very interesting writer, and I also have the new Han Kang on deck. I think it's called We Do Not Part. That's coming out like next January, and I'll probably get to that sometime soon as well. Do you need to know anything else? I did bring other reads with me. So yeah, I think last vlog, which I don't know. If anyone has noticed, I'll talk about process a bit. Things look a bit different. I think I have this general sense of what I want to achieve now. I'm referential. I'm saying it. I'm talking about the work, which is so weird. I don't want to talk about it because it's weird. But I am referential. When I'm doing something, when I'm reading something, when I'm creating something, so many different references come to me. And right now, I'm literally saying the same thing over and over again. Ever since Les Effets. What was that? That was in like a Yap sesh a few months back, but I'm just spinning the same idea over because I really do want to take life less seriously. I think I've thought too seriously about it. From the same realm, I also watched a lot of Groucho Marx. For this upcoming vlog, it's Carol Burnett that I've used an interview from. Yeah, I just love sort of the vaudeville nature of things. And it's so sad, I think, because I think vaudeville is so cute. It wasn't really bad TV, and it wasn't really strong stage stuff. It was kind of this like thing that you didn't take so seriously, this like piece of theater that riffed off of parts of culture, were like little skits or little show tunes, little dances, little jigs, little performances that made life light. And I'm just trying to make life light for myself. Art, I will always take seriously. I love art. But life, I want to take less seriously. With this one, though, this Carol Burnett video that I'm working on, I think it's called Send in the Clowns, because, what is it, the new Joker movie came out, and I really loved the rendition of Send in the Clowns from the first Joker film. So I was just like looking for renditions of it a long time ago. And there was one by Carol Burnett that I had no idea existed, and it's a beautiful take on the song. I've just been there, just wanting to take life less seriously and sort of be vaudeville about stuff. Does that make sense? Yeah, this one just feels a bit off, and I'm trying my best to sort of stitch it together that is smooth in a way, but I don't think it's there. And I'm not going to scrap it because I've already put too much work into it. And I do this on a weekly basis, y'all. A weekly basis. It's just how I perceive the world. I hope you enjoy it to some extent. I also have Rejection with me. I'm still in the first short story, and Tony, your homeboy Tony, really strong writing. What Tony is doing is unpacking and packing the anxieties of what it means to be a person dancing around the bush, stepping on eggshells, being careful about what it means to be PC, what it means to be feminist, what it means to just dance around all of that. This first short story, it's called The Feminist, and it's about your average Joe, your nice guy. It's a take on the nice guy who is so pro-feminist to the point where it's a bit grating to the women around him, and is upset that he's so pro-feminist all the girls around him don't want to fuck him. And it's this like sad sop weird story about the policing of language, but also the packing and unpacking of certain terms and words that we use. Like, what is the patriarchy? What is feminism? What is all of these words, these like buzzwords that we use in culture, and its meaninglessness? Really, like, what is your stance on all of it? With Tony's writing, it's so strong and pointed that at once it's very much all of these terms exist because it's actually really important to how we pack things up, but it's also our job as people to unpack it all, because sometimes we go around saying all this stuff without really any sense of meaning. I just spat out a bunch of hoo-ha, but Tony, if you end up watching this, I really appreciate your writing. It's like really smart. It's really hard write this. I don't know how you do it, but it's incredible. So far, really good, really funny, and full of wit. He's so full of wit. It's really, really smart, funny writing, and everything a 20-something-year-old should be reading now. Why did I just talk about this as if I finished it? I'm enjoying it. Okay, I'll leave it at that. And also as a quickie, I have brought Yukio Mishima's Star. I just love how small this is. And this cover design is by, oh, I have a towel by him, so I should know his name. Can you please tell me? Oh, yes. It's Tadanori Yoku who designed the cover of this. But yeah, I love his artwork. It's always done in this like sort of collage-y kind of way. I'm just tired of Kindle reads right now, so I just really want to read physical books. It is 11 o'clock, which means I think one or two of the cafes that I'm going to visit are open. So yeah, I'm gonna really quickly write up my Ann Tyler review and then put some clothes on and then head out for the day. And yeah, I'll bring y'all along. Y'all, thanks for bearing with me. I just feel like I did quite the yap sesh. That will be a field day to edit. Stay tuned. I love y'all. so sad. This vintage store is closed. Like, you have to call them to make an appointment, but it's just like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna buy anything now. Bye. Okay, anyway, gonna go to this cafe that's like just around the block, and then yeah, just try and get out of this rain. It's pretty heavy, but yeah.
My heart is sad and lonely, for I have lost my one and only. Why haven't you seen it? I'm all for you, body and soul. I spent my days in longing. I'm wondering why it's me you're wronging. I tell you, I mean it. I'm all for you.
Great cafe, loved it. Walking through this park because I know no one will be here. It's still raining. It's sprinkling now, but it's that Seattle rain. Guess what? Gonna go to another cafe to get super caffeinated. This one's cute because it's like a really big space, or so it looks like. Gonna do some reading of Rejection there. I thought I'd space out my reading today, but yeah, I love this. It's like a Saturday dedicated to books and coffee. Yeah, that's cool. Never mind, that cafe was so busy. I was not gonna wait for that. It is really nice though. Okay, I'm gonna go to this plant store. I'm not gonna buy a plant, I just wanna see. Okay, bye. The flower store is closed. Okay, it's time to go to this gallery now. I love how everything is either too busy or absolutely closed.
You know I'm yours. You know I'm yours. For just the taking, I'd gladly surrender myself to you, body and soul.
Is this recording? Oh, okay. That mandu place was so good. I could just sit there and eat mandu all day. It was like light, lightly fried, not too heavy. Just like the perfect mandu. And very flat. But it was very good. Now we're gonna do more coffee. How much more coffee can I drink? I think I'm lost.
Música
Don't you love the farce? My fault, I fear. I thought that you'd want what I want. Sorry, my dear, but where are the clowns? Quick, send in the clowns. Don't bother.
Sup, y'all? I took my siesta. This is the fit. How do we like it? Hey. Blazer, you've seen this blazer before, I'm sure. Supreme, it's Junya? I think it's Junya. Watanabe? Or Yoji? No, it's Yoji. Yoji Supreme collab t-shirt. Tucked it into the boxers. Best in Recreation. Core jeans. I also brought like the dark gray. I feel like this just works better than the light gray. Kotesi belt, and yeah, same shoes. Literal day to night shoes, which I love. And then of course the Uniqlo U autumn winter fanny from this season. Ready to dance. I took my disco nap, and if you must know, yes, AdSense money going strong. Ayy.
I may know 6 people, but that's enough. Love has never been a popular movement, and no one's ever wanted really to be free. The world is held together, really it is held together, by the love and the passion of very few people. Otherwise, of course, you can despair.
Morning, y'all. Girls, gays, and days. How we doing? Did I get enough sleep? Debatable. Outfit repeating because I only brought 2 outfits. We got the blazer on, the Rest and Recreation polo, which is great because it's like super thin and I love it. The core jeans. Gonna put the Stan Smiths on. Other tempo bag. And yeah, I feel fresh as fuck thanks to clothes refrigerator. I'm gonna try and go to that cafe that I wanted to go to yesterday called Koku. And it opens exactly at 12 and I might be able to make it within 15 minutes and like be one of the first people in line. Who knows? We'll see. Let's go. Last day in Daegu.
Perdido, I look for my heart, it's perdido. I lost it way down in Torito while chancing a dance fiesta. Bolero, he glanced as I danced with Bolero. He said, taking off his sombrero, let's meet for a silly siesta. I wasn't so when we both came close. La, 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 wasn't the way we said adios. Since then has my heart been perdido. I know I must go to Torito, that yearning to lose Perdido.
Logic of despair is complete. You know, cut your throat, right? But there's something wrong, you know, someone who says he's in despair who keeps on writing. Because a despairing man doesn't write. Anyway, it's too easy, it's too fashionable.
Hey, hi, hello. I'm just gonna insert just like this quick conclusion to this Daegu vlog because it was great. It was wonderful. I had a wonderful time, and it's so great to like go to a place you haven't been to in almost a decade and see how much it has developed. And it's really quite quaint. It's a good city. Many really cool amenities and many cool people doing cool things and the things that people want to be doing and want to create for their own city versus, say, everyone trekking all the way to Seoul, where dreams do come true. You know what I mean? It's like when you leave your hometown to make something of yourself, but what if what you've always wanted to do or what you needed to do or the purpose, really, of the person is to come back to your hometown and really cultivate and create all the things that you wish you had as a child growing up. It's like going back home and really creating a version of yourself, but in a sense of place or community or through food, through art, whatever it is. It's you can see it in the city and it's wonderful. Yeah, I'd go back. It's a great city. Lots of cool cafes. A bunch still on my list that I didn't get a chance to go to, but I hope this provides a quick Daegu quickie guide for you as well. I'll leave like a map of stuff downstairs. Quick thoughts, human acts, devastating. Absolutely devastating. I think with this alone, you can really tell why Han Kang has won the Nobel Prize for Literature, but also it's just astounding the emotional distance she takes in order to really examine what the body means, what the soul is, if either of the two are attached in any way. It's beautifully done, heartbreaking as well. The narratives surrounding Dongho, one of the lost bodies in the Gwangju uprising, just all of these people that knew him, loved him, and the hurt that they have to carry because of something that the government created, and how it constantly neglects the underdog, the unsung hero, the minorities, the people who need help the most. How could a country do that to anyone? It's still sitting with me in a really haunting, quiet, melancholy kind of way. More thoughts to come. I still have to do my written review of it, so there's that. I'm nearly done. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm giving you like these quick, shabby first impression thoughts of, what am I trying to say here? I'm just about done reading/thinking about these books, and these thoughts aren't fully formed, but initial impressions is what I'm saying. Rejection, incredible. This is like the best thing I've read all year. The smartest thing I've read all year. If you enjoyed Sheena Patel's I'm a Fan or Raven Lalani's Luster, but with a more critical, satirical, dark eye, Tony really went ham with this one. And it is incredible. It's of its time. He's a Vogue. It's a Vogue book, guys. Go out and do it. There are just emotions in here and feelings and thoughts that I have thought and have like turned back against my own thoughts because you live chronically online. And sometimes when you live online, some of the thoughts that you think aren't your own at times. So they circle and circle and you wonder, is this really who I am? Is this really what I think? Have I actually done my research? Am I actually an ally in this regard or that regard? What do I actually support? What do I actually stand up against? And then it all comes down to like the individual versus the mob and where you exist in between the two. He jabs at your insecurities in really satirical, sharp, dark kind of way, but also a commentary on some of the individuals that we might know, sadly, just people online generally, and the loneliness to it as well. I could never reach this level of mastery of the precision in thinking through and writing out what needs to be written for us as a people now being online. Okay, lastly, Yukio Mishima's star. I'm like halfway through this, and this is fine. It's cute, and that's all I'm gonna say right now. It's fine. I'm having fun with it. It's a cutie. It's a quickie and it's a cutie. And sometimes that's just nice. I just love carrying this tiny little book around. It's so adorable. Cutie. Cutie patootie. All right? Yeah, sorry. That was a quick one because I got to go to work. Daegu is wonderful. If y'all get a chance to go to Daegu, do it. It's a great city. Blackwell's affiliate. That's me. If you enjoyed me talking about any of these books, please consider using my affiliate link downstairs. As always, be well, do good work, keep in touch.
I'm aware, that I and the people I love may perish in the morning. I know that. But there's a light on our faces now. If you live under the shadow of death, it gives you a certain freedom. I'm perfectly happy out of the valley, and that was really free.